Am I in? Am I in? But 15 seconds till market open. Coming into today, not really expecting nothing, if I'm being honest, just because we saw quite a big sell-off at the overnight. At the 7 a.m. candle, sold off like 300 points. Obviously, still have strong bullish SMT between ES and Q coming down, taking lower lows, ES failing to do so. Currently, my drawn liquidity is this first sell side level here. Probably gonna get just instantly taken, which is chill. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking coming in the morning. Up 3R on the week, I believe. So yeah, let's see what happens today. No expectations. Fully correlated here. NQ comes down, takes this slow, then we are going to just be chilling for the most part. Let's see what's up over here. Open higher, little gap up, probably fill the gap, hopefully print. But yeah, what I'm thinking coming to the day. And then if this low comes down, gets swept, gonna take a step back. But again, I'm not really concerned with the bullish SMT just because of how bearish price has been. And there's no way of telling when that SMT is gonna hold. Like we just fully ran it and now the SMT is here. You know what I mean? Because it could just continue doing that. And then if you're thinking longs in a market model like that, then you're just gonna get cooked because you're like, oh, we have the SMT, but you don't have confirmation on when the SMT is gonna actually hold and cause price to drive higher. You know what I mean? Because there is a lot of unfilled, unmitigated imbalances, but again, we're just wanting to freaking dump here. And yeah, if this is taken, we just take a fat step back. $100 points at market open. That's honestly what I was thinking coming into the day. Was thinking that we're just gonna come down, flush this low, and then from there, we'll have to kind of chill. See what price wants to do a little bit. Just so y'all don't think I'm weird, 7:30 a.m. where I'm at, so that's why it's kind of dark. You know? Again, not expecting anything today. What the? Why is this red, family? Oh my goodness. Kinda tripped out why this is red, brother. Has it always been red, bruh? Who knows, family? One bar at a time. Alright, let me just chill. And Q getting some movement up higher, kind of displacing up out of the lower movement. Excuse me. Big wick here. Have that SMT. But yeah, I mean, I'm just still leaning bearish. It's just a matter of waiting to see if the market tells me it wants to go lower. It's really no more complicated than that. We just got first 5-minute candle close. Really bullish on that 5-minute. Ooh. Also, 10 a.m. news potentially going to bring in a lot of volatility. It's Jolt's jobs. 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 Again, just chilling, being mad patient. Don't even care if anything sets up, not expecting anything to set up. Interesting, man. Respecting that 1-minute bullish right now on ES and NQ. And again, price could just want to kind of fill and mitigate all the bearish move we've seen, which is totally chill. But yeah, I have no interest in that whatsoever. Obviously right here, little S&T, but a 130 point trade. No thanks. I'm low-key dropping or zooming out to the 5-minute here. Again, not expecting anything, especially with 140 point moves. I mean, stop losses, my bad. Wrong terminology used right there. That's on me, family. Expecting this to come up and get taken on ES here. Yeah, fat bullish SMTs. A lot of bullish, whatever to mitigate PD raise. We have a large 1 hour bullish for value gap here, bearish for value gap, sorry. And yeah, there's even buy siders adding up here. Wouldn't be surprised if price wants to just use this SMT because we're very discorrelated between the two and just run higher. And if it does, cool. Oh no, let me not forget. Oh, you need to take it to me. Then I will be you. It just seemed big ol' move higher here on NQ, obviously wanting to mitigate this 1 hour fair value gap. And yeah, that's kind of crazy that I've never seen a potential entry that big. 130 points, bro. With 1 micro, you're risking 260, fam. That's freaking wild. Even if you take it off like the mean threshold of the freaking fair value gap, that's still 120. My max risk is 200 right now. It'll go up next week, but that's crazy, man. Brothers, usually I'm able to have NQ on one and ES on the other, but it ain't been letting me do that recently, family. Brother. Are we being for genuine? Are we being so for genuine right now? Okay, we keep the... What the flip? Bro, are we being for real? Dude, that's so annoying. Why can't I freaking have both, dude? Do I have a freaking... Whatever, cuh. But yeah, again, I'm not expecting anything. I'm just anticipating price to freaking run this. Come up here, take all this buy side liquidity. This is obviously going to be taken, and then we're just going to have to wait. Because there won't be any sort of SMT. Do do, bam bam ba bam, ba down bam, bum 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 But it's gonna come up, get taken, then we'll pretty much be fully correlated. Low key, just deleting this high on both of them. This SMT, even though it's kind of funky, price obviously wanted to move higher right now. The range was so big anyway, it's low key a good thing. Because I still kind of am flabbergasted. That best possible entry was 122. That's $240, bro. crazy. Yeah. It's not bad, but that is targeting through the whole entire 1 hour for value gap, and that's a lot of bullishness. And I definitely didn't have that much bullishness. I'm really just expecting us to come up to this high now, see what happens there. If something happens there, maybe we'll look. But if we just continue higher and higher, then it's just a reversal day. And I'm genuinely not interested whatsoever. Yeah, hourly would want to see this hold on the hourly, then come up, take potential buy side liquidity. Low key, I don't even have to zoom in here. I'm gonna pause until something happens, and if nothing happens, actually I'll just pause and do a little outro. If nothing happens, type. This buy side of the curve can hold, little 3 drive here. Don't hate it, not gonna lie, but I doubt it's gonna hold. Type. Little micro 1 minute internal S&T, so I'm really not all that confident that price is gonna hold this buy side of the curve here. Little 3 drive here, but I like ES is more condensed price. I mean NQ is more condensed price action. We have this 1 minute fair value gap right here as well. Pretty similar to yesterday's trade. 100 points, bro. That's insane. That's $200 of risk. Yeah, didn't even close properly. Wow, that's a big freaking stop loss. Good God, man. Good God, man. You almost got the cheese touch. $100 stop, bro. Wow. Why don't I hate it though? Oh, I genuinely don't hate it. Throwing a limit down here. Want to make sure we actually see that close. I need to see that change in the state, have it turned inverse. Okay, we're good. But, so we'll see what happens here. 1 minute inverse fair value gap. Only interested in getting involved off the CISD of said fair value gap. And if that doesn't happen, then I'm not getting involved because I don't want to risk more than 200 per trade or on a trade with one freaking micro, which is kind of insane, not gonna lie. And again, not expecting price to do anything here. We do have buy side of the curve, bearish 3 drive pattern here. S&T at this high with little small 1 minute internal highs, respecting the consequent encroachment of this hourly fair value gap as well. And yeah, have my limits set. Make sure price aligns. But again, I'm really not expecting to get filled with how price has been moving today. And we have news at 10 too, so keep that in mind. But I do like this change in the state and a market structure shift. Yeah, that's peak. But who knows if we get filled? I doubt it personally. And that's chill, man. Just living in the moment. Don't want to. If price moves too much to the downside, then I'm not interested anymore. And expecting a loss, obviously, if we get filled. 1 minute. I think that got turned inverse. Yeah, it got turned inverse over on ES. But yeah, highly doubt we're getting filled. And there's really no other entry opportunity because I want my stop above the SMT high. You could get involved in this imbalance, but that's a literal 130 point stop. So, and this is the last high. I would not want to. I mean, you could lower size and lower risk, but bro, my model says to have stop above SMT protected high. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna pause. I'll be right back. Yeah, we're definitely not getting filled here. Let's just chill. Low-key a little gay, but iri wari. I'm genuinely getting rid of the limit. Price is just being very efficient when it wants to deliver, I guess, or move, I should say, because it hasn't technically delivered yet. We have news coming out in 30, but again, ES, nothing either. Literally no interest in. That would have got filled, but would have, should have, could have, man, you know. Stop would have been SMT high, bro. Who knows what we'd even be targeting this slow. Hey, yeah, baby, would you put my heart back together? Oh, still $100 risk on ES. Sheesh, brother. That's trage. If we put it, we would already got filled, but. But yeah, we're not getting filled. That's dope. Provider, your way always behind you. Twice we could have gotten involved. Yikes, man. Right here with the creation of the inverse, tapping consequent encroachment, and then with news tapping consequent encroachment. But I was really more focused on NQ. Should have been able to pivot, but it's all good, man. Would have been break even at this low hanging fruit level. It is interesting that we just run no retracements. Really, again, it's just showing price wants to be efficient in its deliveries, family. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dang, tragic, family. But what can you do, man? Nothing. Only thing would have been recognize this move on ES, how we were actually trading near an imbalance, while on NQ at this same time it got inverse, we were way further down. So yeah, fortunate. Not even counting that as a missed trade, really. Just because I prefer NQ over ES, but looking back, what I would have done differently is pivoted over to ES for surely. Cause yeah, NQ just flushing lower, which is chill. And yeah. If we get a retracement, I'll get involved, but highly doubt it. Don't think we'll leave equal lows in this efficient of a market model. Market maker model, you know, MMM, technically MMSM, market maker sell model, because we have that buy side of the curve up there. Internal bearish 3 drive. This was beautiful A+, but we just didn't get. This was literally the exact same trade as yesterday, just with a little bit of a lower quality SMT at here. And obviously we didn't get a retracement. We turned the fair value gap inverse here, created the change in the state here and the market structure shift here all in one candle. Never retrace back up even to the base of the 1 minute inverse or even to this. Oh, that's lit. Let me guess it's not working. Oh, wow. Doesn't matter though because I'm not taking anything. And yeah, I didn't even retrace up to this normal 1 minute bearish show value up. Shows you how efficient price is delivering right now. Didn't come in late. Didn't hesitate. Yeah, the church saying, won't he do it? I know he's got my back. That's why I'm singing that. I'm about to have a good day. I'll probably call it at 10:30 just because this was obviously the move. And I'm not going to try to chase anything, family. IBTHAGD GD W. The God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. I low-key wouldn't even be surprised if NQ takes the slow down here. And that's the truth, family. Da 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 rum, ba ba dum bum bum, ba ba dum bum. Yeah, like with this, if you have huge balls, you could have been like, yo, I'll go stop right here. But that would have been a freaking not much better, just a 1.6. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna take that low-hanging fruit. Would have been at break even if I pivoted over to ES after realizing NQ is probably just gonna run lower. But honestly, like even here, we didn't even tap the consequent encroachment. So this, I would have had to have taken it with the news and had my limit there during news, which I mean it was that, but again, I guess that's the only mistake. Trust the model. Even though I do understand why I took the order off because of news. But again, I should be okay with it. It was only like $118 risk. Would have been break even here. And yeah, no harm, no foul. Could have only been up from here. But low-key gonna pause it. Highly doubt anything else of substance will form. But if it does, I'll unpause it and let y'all know. Oh, I low-key don't hate this as like a little stab thing, little stab jaunt. But it would need to see a good close lower. It'd be risking $50, so that's why I'm like, kind of like, okay. But I highly doubt we even come up. And if I really don't even want to be in it if NQ comes up to that respective high. But got a little market limit order down. I highly